Hello people, and welcome back to News Review. I'm gonna be reviewing the cards of the coming week. There are 4 free-to-play cards. Stick around and subscribe if you like this, leave a like, and comment if you have something to say to me. Alright, let's get started. Madhead has no appreciation for the English community as usual, so not even the photos are up, not even all the photos are on Facebook this time. But let's get into this. Fort Stirling is in a PR with a horror stage, once again like the other ultimate stage bosses, 4 materials and the respective material for their race, and then you get a PR card. So here's the leader skill is basically useless. It's literally like you need to make 10 combos in order to have the maximum multiplier. I don't think anyone's gonna do that like consistently. This is just not good. But Water Machina, as you remember, CD6, and when there's more than 4 combos, he launches an additional attack. It launches an additional attack rather, and it ignores defense. When there's 5 to 6 combos, then there's a team attack multiplier of ×2, and when there's more than more than or equal to 7 combos, you get all effects, and he attacks for each. He launches an attack. He launches 5 extra attacks of all the attributes. So this card's actually very nice because if you remember, there was a while ago in the Konosuba collab that there was a Water Machina card that did launch attacks of other attributes, like apart from water, but it was random. So now that we have this card and CD6, I think it's going to be pretty useful, as well as the fact that Water Machina is actually, you know, a workable archetype. You have Mikaito, so that's where you would put this guy. You can crack some extra shields now without relying on luck. Next up, I believe this guy's name is Amphitryon. I don't know. Like God, CD7, electrify the enemy for 3 rounds and turn the first 3 runestones of each column into these respective runestones of all the types, and when you're moving runestones, turn the first 10 into God Enchanted. So this is basically a combination of like Orb and Taiga, if you remember, but not really, since he didn't have the attack boost associated with it. Although the reason why I put this card on the normal stamina farm right here is because he's useful if you don't already have Orb. So yeah. And I think it's pretty clear why I put him on, why I put the Fort Stirling on the between maximum farm and normal farm, because he is useful, but he is like pretty niche, but there is an established team for him. So yeah, this guy as well. I mean, if you have Orb, then Orb is both a leader, and I predict an excellent member for any future light God teams or just even God teams, but there's not really a place for him right now, so yeah. Next up is a card that I don't think, I mean, it costs a lot of stamina to farm. Anyway, Timpani. You can also, the way you get this card is by trading in the Trade Fortress with the tombstones you get from the 10th seal, along with the other enchanted instrument, I think the harp last time. This is Earth God. CD6, recover half your HP, and your leader and ally and itself launches additional attacks. And when you make more than 5 combos, you basically reset the skill. So this is basically like, if you're a Shy Plant, this is kind of like that. You do a thing to make it essentially a stat booster, but it doesn't really get affected by a stat clear from the enemy. So is this good? arguable because there's no like Earth God leader right now. Like this card in conjunction with the other card from Hindu Gods, I can't remember, the Earth God card that boosts your leader and allies attack. This could be really good with that, but there's not really a team for that, and I don't really, I mean, sort of a new like Earth God leader, I don't really see it happening because let's see, even if the Greeks got like SR, right? Like Athena still is going to rely on like Rakshasa for her attack primarily, and not really on like boosting herself. So I feel like you need to have a leader that concentrates the attack on themselves in order for this to actually get the highest efficiency out of it. And last but not, well, actually last and least, this is Iggy, Fire Demon, CD5. You randomly explode 6 runestones for 2 rounds, and you ignite the enemy for 2 rounds. So the reason why I put him on the border here for get 1 and farm with normal stamina is because ignite is actually like a pretty unique effect, and some of the shields nowadays have like, if you don't ignite the enemy, your attack, your all damage they receive will be down to 10%. So for fire demons, I don't think there's a card out there. For fire, there are like a couple. I can think of a Natsu right now, but this is not a common effect for sure. But the shield is also not a common shield, and you don't really have anywhere to put fire demons. Yes, I know Cao Cao, but Cao Cao sucks as leader. This would be good for, I think, Eve. Yeah, I think Eve would be the only place we're gonna put him, but it's just very rare that you need to use the ignite effect. And this effect, the randomly exploding effect, could also just destroy your board. Like, screw you in situations where you would need some of those moonstones. So that's why I rated him right here. And there's going to be a new stage with 500 steps restriction, so you can only move for 500 steps, and you get a new skin for Li Tiegua, and you also, well, this is just extra rewards for that Telegram thing. I don't think anyone uses Telegram. Yeah. Okay, that concludes this week's news review. Hopefully you liked it, and I will see you next week. Goodbye.